Guten Morgen, YouTube. Today is my 30th birthday. It's also 30,000 subscribers. So we are celebrating by taking a 30-hour long flight. You made it out of the door in one piece, Melly. Congratulations. Welcome to Frankfurt Airport. Alright, before we catch our flight, we're gonna hit up with the crew. So this is the Vegan Vagrants, first off. They're an adventurous couple that live on the island with me. They help me on the boat all the time. They do a lot of cooking stuff and they also do a lot of sailing and traveling stuff. So if you're into vegan recipes and vegan things and also traveling as a vegan, you can check out their channel, link in the description. Next up is Sailing Magic Carpet. They are a young couple, one from Switzerland, one from British Columbia, and they're sailing around the Mediterranean right now on a completely restored, I mean perfectly restored boat. There's a rumor that they'll be in the Pacific Northwest before too long, so definitely subscribe to them. Next up we have Life of Lenya, and she's kind of starting out in the van life in Europe. Did a lot of stuff in Germany, did a lot of stuff in England, now she's back in Germany, so she's also got some backpacking travels around the west coast of North America, so link in the description as well. Last but not least is my good friend Butt Rock, Black Sheep Metal. You can hit him up on Instagram. Honestly, it's a better feed on Instagram, but the guy's got to start making more videos on YouTube. I'm looking at you, Butt Rock. More videos, please. Alright, we're gonna catch this flight, and I'll hit you up with the next list. The boat builder unit was started by SV Seeker, but better to say it was actually started by Betsy because she's the organized one. Alright, there's a lot of these, so I'm going to get through them a little bit quickly. First off, Sailing Lady Africa. They're in South Africa. They're building a beautiful fiberglass catamaran. It's like perfect. It's a 1991 36-foot Dean catamaran, complete refit, and they're getting ready to sail around the world. Next up, Tapatya. Tapatya is actually a 32-ish foot, but she's a junk rigged schooner, so that's fun. If you're interested, link in the description. Yacht Zora always makes me jealous because he's got a great Instagram and a YouTube, and on the Instagram, like, he's a little bit more caught up, and the new blue color is really, really good. He's got it's a 38-foot blue water cruiser, but the color is just, next up is Project Brewpeg. Project Brewpeg is really cool. It's like a trawler, but it's been sunk and stripped, and the guy is starting from square one. Another big steel boat, just like the options for this thing are limitless, and he's just going all in. It's so cool to watch him build this thing up. Next up, the Sea Dreamer project. This is by an amateur woodworker, boat building guy who's building a 41-foot diesel duck designed by George Bueller. Next up, Rusty Junk. Name kind of says it all. He's on the rattier side of things, and I really like his build for that aesthetic. The guy's doing it all himself, and it's another steel hull boat. And last but not least, we're rounding it out with another catamaran. It's Life on the Hulls. It's another fiberglass cat, and it's really, really well built. 40-footer, just beautiful. Anyways, that's part of it. If you're interested in more of them, you can check out SV Seeker's junk store. They've got the challenge coins for all of these channels, including my own, and also you can keep in touch with SV Seeker, who's always showcasing other builders, other creators, like, well, I'm barely qualified, but you know, other people making cool things. Melly, you ready for some snacks?
Yes. Lunch in Denmark.
I think this is brunch. We're doing brunch.
Brunch, yeah. It's
We're doing it.
Lunch.
You can't have brunch, you just do brunch, Melly.
Okay, we do brunch. Okay.
So we're actually did 2 sets of tickets for this trip, so we had to pick up all of our checked luggage at the bag claim, then check it all back in for the new flight, and then go back through TSA, and then we're gonna get a snack, and we're gonna talk about the next set of YouTubers you should check out. Oh, by the way, hi, we're in Iceland now. Alright, that was a long ass flight. Really quick transfer in Iceland, so we skipped the last section. Let me get my bearings and we'll get back into that list thing we were doing. Okay, picked up by Rishi. Yay! Rishi, it's my birthday when we're making a 30 video of everything that's all the favorite YouTube channels that are under 30,000. So you have to think of something to add to the list.
Chef John, Food Wishes.
Chef John Food Wishes.
Yep.
Under 30,000?
Oh no.
No, fail. All right, I'm gonna include it anyway, just because Rishi's a nice guy and he's picking us up. There we go.
Happy birthday.
Oh.
Yeah, happy birthday, bro.
Dirty 30. Can I actually steal this cake?
Definitely went all out. It's like, yeah, and I always carry a spoon on me, so this is not weird.
It's totally a little weird.
Fork.
I'm gonna turn down this because it's probably annoying your neighbors.
I made fun of you keeping cakes around in your trunk all the time, but I appreciate it.
It's
now.
my emergency cake.
Emergency trunk cake.
There's like the spare blanket.
You never
and,
know when you're gonna need emergency or the firewood that you keep back there all the time too.
I actually have emergency firewood and emergency chocolate.
You need an emergency bottle of scotch back there.
Emergency
too. That's very
chocolate.
important.
Oh, emergency chocolate. Nice.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I woke up with the jet lag equivalent of a hangover, or maybe this is just how everyone who's 30 years and older feels every day. The journey's not over for me, so lucky for you, I'm gonna continue this video. And I really just want to get home today. So, carrying the big heavy bag, and we're off to the races. Hopefully the wind noise isn't too bad. We're gonna jump into some Instagram specific sailors and other creators because, like, you know, not everything's on YouTube and I don't have that much free time. So Instagram's kind of nice because you just like quickly check up on these guys. One of my favorite ones, SV Apatiki. This is a young liveaboard family of 4 from Vienna on a 46-foot parallel junk brake Warham Tiki. So if you want to see like the sail rig I want to do on my boat, you go check out that Instagram, link in the description. Snowdrops and Avalanches next up. Andrew Alexander is a shipwright restoring Roslyn. It's a lugger built from 1903, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful boat, and a lot of beautiful boat building stuff going on that Instagram. Another favorite, and a guy who actually, if you see my necklace on my channel, this is from Black Designs. I often have it dangling around power tools and threatening my life. James Blackford is a handcrafted wood and metal fabrications kind of guy. Honestly, I can't keep track of what projects he's working on because every post is like a whole other thing he's just been doing. So a lot of good stuff going on there. Speaking of a lot of good stuff, SV Dagan. I met the captain but not the boat. Just recently. Hopefully I'll see the boat soon. He's on a 1956 wooden 40-foot cutter rig Seagoer Seabird built by G.A. Swanson. So another beautiful boat with some crazy stories, including popping a plank out there in the Pacific, you know, and having to drag his butt back into shore. But yeah, a lot of good stuff there. And he's actually first mate on the Providence, which is a boat I hope to show you guys a lot more of coming up soon. It's another 1903, but this time it's a sailing cargo kind of tall ship that does the rounds right around here. And it sails cargo from Victoria up to the Southern Gulf into Vancouver and back. So like once a week or once every 2 weeks, you can go down to Vancouver at the Nautical Museum and check out that boat. It's right there on the dock. Beautiful, beautiful boat. Continuing under the line of sailing cargo, which is like a whole subgenre on Instagram, and a bunch of boats. We've got the Neutron Traders, who are all about that as well. Beautiful, beautiful boat. We got the Blue Scooter Company, also beautiful boat, sailing, cargo, really, really cool. So lots to see there if you're into big old boats, which of course you should be. Speaking of tall ships, we've got North Star Sailor, which is a Bruce McDonald Canada's Arctic tall ship, and she's also down in Victoria and Vancouver more often than not. Same dock, you know, a lot of good stuff there. Speaking of that dock, which is just across the strait, we've also got Ella the Tug. Now, Burton, you've seen him on the channel before, but he has just the prettiest little tug on the West Coast, just gorgeous. This thing is awesome, and he uses it to run a whole non-for-profit where he's down there scuba diving. He's a trained scuba diver, and he's picking up nets and other fishing gear. It's really, really cool. Awesome project. All right, last one for Instagram is SD Prism. It's a 33-foot Hans Christensen. I like Hans Christensen. I think they're gorgeous little boats. They're just kind of cool guys who are building it and fixing it up themselves. So compared to a tall ship, it's a lot simpler and probably more feasible, but still, it's a lot of work. Oh, sorry, I forgot one more. Bessie Ellen. You gotta check out Bessie Ellen. She's really, really pretty. She's a lot like Providence that we have here, but she's over in the UK. Really, really pretty boat. Hello, honey. Hello. Hello. I'm so happy to see you too. I'm so happy. Oh, I've been looking forward to this happy dance the whole freaking time I've been gone. Yeah. Yes. Hi. You're turning into a climber, eh? Is that what's going on? There you go. Yeah, good girl. Okay. It's still floating. That's a good sign. Oh, the tarp is falling out of that thing. Alright, I'm gonna go collect that. Alright, it's really good to have Honey back again. It's really good to be back out on the boat. Nothing went wrong while I was gone. The Sea Lark did drag her anchor and bash the prettiest boat in the bay, so that's a bit of a problem, but we're setting up moorings soon. We're getting chain out soon. This is all going to be a lot better soon, but I want to finish off this video, so let's just jump into it. We got a lot of other sailors to cover right now, so I'm going to jump into it nice and quick. Local guide to around, well, British Columbia. Life is like sailing. If you're into kind of the fjords and the cool scenery we have up here in Canada on the West Coast, stuff that's not really like the West Coast in America, not really like the West Coast in Mexico, this is like more akin to Norway, then yeah, go check out Life is Like Sailing. The guy's in and out of inlets and showing you the inside passages and all kinds of cool stuff. Really cool. Next up, Joseph Bennett. I've been watching his channel almost non-stop for the last couple weeks because he's got a channel where he does something called Joyrider TV, and it's a multi-hull racing tips and how-to and all that. He's got amazing like energy in his videos. He's just really intense. He's also a fantastic sailor, so really unpretentious, shows you a lot about like these little racing cats. And if you might notice, I just bought a couple, so whether you're really into racing catamarans or you just want to see somebody go 20 knots in a little tiny boat like that, well then go check him out. Next up is Rigging Doctor. He's a cool guy who's got an electric sail vessel. He's also just lost his amazing partner Bird, and having lost my dog last year, who was with me for 14 years, I feel it for you, man, and well, it gets easier eventually, I guess. That's all I got to say. Next is Drake Paragon. It's 3 people sailing around the world, but unlike the bikinis and the suntans and all of that good stuff, these guys are way up in Greenland, so they show you a little bit more of the rough and tumble, wild sailing side of sailing. So really great channel, criminally undersubscribed. And this next guy knows all about being undersubscribed. It's the Island Pack Rat. It's Vern, 100% Vern. If you guys don't know, Vern got himself a new boat. It's a 53-foot Spencer design. It's a ketch, so I can see it right out my front window right now. And he is on board as we speak, working busily. He said something about a flooded head, so I'm sure that's a lot of fun. You can check out his videos. They're 100% Vern, unedited, and well, you really get to know who Vern is through that. And last up for the sailors is Geordie the Witch and the Wench. Kind of a cool take on the videos. They're very, very short usually, and he's in a 1958 Baltic Danish cutter, and he bought it here, like in Vancouver, and kind of sailed it semi-unprepared all the way to Australia. So he did a Pacific crossing in this thing, and it was like, I just bought it, let's go. And it is a beautiful boat, and he is just the saltiest of sailors, so it is epic and fun to watch everything he does. So just to round out this list and to make it 30, I'm including 3 of some not quite sailors, but you know, they're channels I really enjoy. So there's Dustin Klein. He's a cyclist, traveling adventurer. He does everything on a bicycle. Love watching his channel. The guy suffers through a fair bit without a motor. I'm working my way up to there. I'm not there, but maybe one day. Next up, Bruno Power. This guy builds so many electric things: electric wakeboards, electric surfboards, electric skateboards, electric bicycles, electric motorcycles, electric race cars, like so much cool stuff. And it's all like that lithium, you should build it with a Tesla battery, that kind of crazy stuff, you know. That's what he does. Really entertaining to watch and really informative. If you're really into like electric vehicles, he's your guy. And last but not least, certainly not least, it's Mr. Clark Underwood. Still criminally undersubscribed. This is the designer who designed the logos for my channel, the logos for my boat. He's got amazing taste, and so that really translates into his video style as well. I love watching his videos. I think they're some of the best edited videos on YouTube, and he can make just the most benign everyday things captivating and interesting, and so whatever he does, I'm enjoying it. He's been doing a little bit of renovations on a Volkswagen bus, which is really cute and cool and fun, and he did recently a motorcycle trip I was a huge fan of. So if you're into some cooler editing styles and some great style, go check it out. Links are, of course, in the description. And that wraps it up, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully this video wasn't too long. 30, 30, 30. My spine feels like a bunch of cinder blocks after all that flying, but I'm gonna get started on the next episode, get right into work here today. And thank you so much to 30,000 of you who have subscribed. It's been a long journey. I'm 700 videos in, and well, it's been a lot of fun. This is a great, fun project. I'm gonna keep doing it, and I'm gonna keep making these crazy videos. So, see you guys on the next celebration. Do check out everyone. Links in description. Good night.